Hey y'all, this is my Married to Medicine review. It's just so good to just be back into like just a normal week, no traveling. But I'm still late with it. So this might be out maybe Tuesday afternoon. Anywho, we start the episode out, of course, with the montage with all the ladies doing. And by the way, we're at Heavenly's house. Her daughter is aging rapidly. Like Candy's daughter rapidly. Like she looks like college age, and I'm pretty sure she's maybe 13 or 14 years old. She looks like she's 21 in this scene. I just want her to know adulthood isn't all it's cracked up to be, so enjoy being a kid while you can. But anywho, the next scene we're at Quad's place and we have Anila coming over. Y'all know ever since Quad made her first appearance, she's been in every single episode since. Yeah, give her full time next season, bravo. So what I thought was in Anila's bags was some clothing options for Quad, but it's actually hair, Indian hair. And it looks very long. But it looked like some good hair though, not the kind that Drew Sidora be bringing around. So the ladies are talking about houses, and Anila's new house is being built is over 14,000 square feet. Now Quad messy self, she asks, is your friend gonna be jealous? Of course, we're talking about Toya because Toya needs to have everything that's the best, the biggest, and most expensive. So this is the perfect segue for them to talk about their grievances with Toya and how she never accepts responsibility for her actions, or she doesn't own it. And I really feel like Toya is always the one starting with people. Like she started with Quad talking about her BS ass apartment. And then with her friend that she brought on the show, Anila, she's talking about how she's broke to everybody and then treating her like a lackey in front of all the other ladies. I'm not sure why Toya just can't be like, girl, I'm sorry, I was being messy. I mean, at least Heavenly, she's messy as hell, but she does give an apology. So next scene we're with Simone and her husband. Her husband gets home from work and Simone is like, I have something to show you. So they go in the living room and Simone shows him a story on the news involving Lisa Nicole Cloud and COVID testing. And apparently this COVID testing she was sponsoring, everyone who got tested never got any of their results. And it's very embarrassing on her part because I'm guessing she didn't have her shit together. So now Simone is like, I'm doing an event with this person. So are people even gonna participate now that they know Lisa Nicole Cloud is involved with this? Now, from my viewpoint, I'm seeing this Lisa situation as just a lack of organization. Not like a scandal or something like that where like the feds need to be involved and she's like stealing money from people. Simone is acting like this is some Erica Jane, Jennifer Shaw type stuff she's dealing with. Now, Simone is thinking, instead of calling Lisa one-on-one, just asking her the issue from her side, she wants to call Heavenly first, someone who does not like Lisa Nicole Cloud, and just spread gossip about it. Child, we cut to the next scene and we breaking the fourth wall. So as Heavenly's in her confessional, Simone calls her with the tea about Lisa. And of course, she gets off the phone with Simone and then she calls Jackie. Oh my God. She's on three-way now with Jackie and Quad. This is so messy, so messy. And I'm here for it. Quad is currently on a date, but that still doesn't stop her from talking to Heavenly. And of all people, is Quad making sense? She's saying that, yeah, there's probably more to the story, and let's let Lisa tell us her side of the story, which Lisa should have been given the opportunity to do that to Simone. But Simone just created a game of telephone amongst the cast. So next scene, we are with Contessa at her house, and she is on a call with her life coach. And as she's talking to her, her husband Scott comes in, and they're clearly talking about, their issues in their marriage, and it's just an awkward scene. He's like, should I stay in the room? She's like, oh, no, you can stay. And her husband hears the therapist saying that, oh, there's a part of you that doesn't like to whine or complain. And her husband's like, really? And Contessa does not like this, and she's like, well, why you gotta jump in right now? He always jumps on the insults, but never the compliments. Now, to be fair to her husband, he just walked in the door coming from work. I'm sure his day is stressed. They're still in the midst of a pandemic, and here she goes just like being super passive aggressive to him. It must be some behind the scenes stuff because I still have not seen Scott really treat her bad on camera. So he must be doing everything terrible to her behind the camera. Did she just ask him why did he want to get married on camera? Wow, she really trying to embarrass him. So in the midst of this conversation, I'm guessing Scott drops a bombshell saying that he has a life coach too, and he's had one 6 or 7 months ago. And she's like, why didn't you tell me this? And he say he's not paying this person, so is it just a friend that he's talking to? Wait a minute, so he's talking to another woman, he's not paying her, looked her up on the internet, that's how he found her, and that's the person he's talking to. That is a clever way of saying I'm having an emotional affair with someone else. Okay, so he may be a piece of shit, but she's trying to embarrass him on camera, and he's now trying to embarrass her on camera. It looked like she about to cry over that soup she making. Yep, here go the tears. I just feel like I'm talking to a concrete wall. I'm not telling you you're a bad person. Oh God, give her an Emmy. Give her the Emmy. What am I supposed to do? I'm just saying I don't know what you want from me. It sounds like she really trying to push him away. Like she really trying to push for a divorce. Like she really wants him to flip the switch and say, oh, well, if you're not happy, just say it. Just say it. Okay, so next scene we're at Dr. Simone and Lisa Nicole's event to try to get the vote out in Georgia. What is Simone wearing? Did she just cut the bottom of her Louis bag and just glue it to her shirt? Because that's what it looks like. Simone is talking so much shade in this confessional, saying, I hope the feds don't interrupt and take Lisa away. All it was a disorganization with COVID testing and getting people their results on time. No one paid for this, to my understanding. If y'all in Atlanta and know this story, let me know, but this don't really seem like a big deal. It just seemed embarrassing because Lisa Nicole Cloud is connected to it. She's not the one giving the COVID test and then bringing it to the labs. I guess I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. So all the ladies are there now. We see a little exchange between Quad and Toya. And Toya's like, are you gonna practice a little bit? Quad's like, I've been doing this for 3 years. I don't need to do that. Cut to Toya in her confessional, talking about Sister Circle, her time on there, and saying, well, if you practice some more, you probably will still have a job. Damn, Toya, like, you know they're gonna use that. And you telling them, oops, I didn't mean to say that. But Toya is throwing stones in another glass house that she can't afford because she is just as unemployed. So the event is starting and Quad is doing a really good job with the interview. Toya just being a hater. So the event goes well without a hitch. The feds then barge in and drag Lisa Nicole Cloud away in handcuffs. So after that, the ladies go on the other side of the room to have dinner. As they're at dinner, they immediately get to the mess. Like Carrie brings it up, well, Lisa, I'm surprised you came here with all the news. So then they all talking about it. They're grilling her, especially Quad. Asking her when patients got test results, asking is she under federal investigation. According to Lisa, she said there was just like a spike in cases and they got overwhelmed. And that's what I figured it was. It was just a lack of organization. Okay, so I guess hearing from Simone now, I can see how serious it may be because now she's talking about malpractice and stuff like that. So Lisa owned the lab, but they didn't have the equipment. So they were just sending it off to another lab. But she already owned the lab. I don't know, like something, 1 + 1 is equal 5 right now. I don't know why. So after they run that topic into the ground, Simone calls Jackie on FaceTime in front of all the ladies and she tells them that they have a surprise. So they're all taking a girls' trip to Jekyll's Island. Does anyone know where Jekyll's Island is? Okay, so you know, Google is free. Jekyll Island is located off the coast of the U.S. state of Georgia in Glenn County. It is one of the Sea Islands and one of the Golden Isles of Georgia Barrier Islands. Huh. And people actually go here. Okay. I mean, it's COVID. So Simone lets all the ladies know that this is not a healing trip, it's strictly for fun. Now I want to know, is it a couples trip? So Anila had the same question as me, and before we could get an answer, Contessa's like, well, Scott ain't coming. And as you know, everyone's like, oh, why? She could not wait to let them know about her terrible ass husband. What didn't Scott do? Oh, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Girl. So it seems like it's just gonna be the ladies going on the trip this time. So the dinner ends and Simone tries to end on a positive note, but you know Toya, she's an asshole and she says something slick about, oh, we the sisterhood? So then as the ladies are dispersing, Simone goes up to Anila and is like, I hope that you and Toya work this out on the trip. Now, I'm not sure why Simone is getting frustrated at Anila for this Toya situation, how she don't want to really talk to her right now, because we remember in the beginning of the season how you were with Dr. Jackie and how you were with Heavenly, and now y'all are just best buds now. So I step into a different room because they're getting louder with each other, but then Toya and Carrie come in as they're talking. So now that Toya and Anila are face to face, and Toya's like, didn't we just settle this at my place? And Anila's like, well, did you call me afterward? And then Toya's like, what difference does it make? So they're going back and forth, and then Anila, wow, okay, she finally stands up for herself. She's not dealing with this bullshit, and she walks out. Did I ever say something about Toya? Did I ever say something negative about Toya? All right. I mean, she has a point. She didn't. Toya is the reason their friendship is where it is right now. And here we go again. Toya not taking accountability at all. So now Simone brings Quad into the situation. And Quad's like, why am I in this? So then now they're talking out their differences. And Toya misspeaks and keeps calling Quad's townhouse an apartment. And as Quad is correcting her, she's doing it again. Now, all Quad wants Toya to do is apologize. And I'm thinking in this scene she got it. I think. All right, so next scene we have Anila going to Jackie's house. Okay, Neela, for being on your own, finally. I think this is their first scene together with just them one-on-one. So the topic of conversation is Anila filling in Jackie on what happened between her and Toya at the event. And she wants Jackie's advice on how to deal with Toya, because Toya is an asshole, and I'm pretty sure Dr. Jackie has experience with that since season 1. Yeah, Dr. Jackie's just like, friends are in your life for a reason and a season. Whew, boy, do I know that. So now Jackie is telling Anila about her new venture in a skincare line that she's doing. Wow, and during the scene, there's this scan code where you can buy Dr. Jackie's skin serum. I'm guessing Bravo's all for it because they get a 10% cut. Now, if you didn't know, when they all sign a contract to be on the Bravo show, if they start a business on the show, Bravo gets a cut of that. But the scan at the bottom of the screen is given very infomercial, and this is the second time they've done that with Dr. Jackie. Well, moving on, next scene we are with Dr. Heavenly, and she is packing for the trip coming up. Oh, well, this is actually a montage of all the ladies packing right now for this Jekyll and Hyde island they're going to. So it seems like all the ladies are meeting at Dr. Jackie's office for the trip. That is a massive RV. Lisa pulls up as the driver, and everyone's hoping that she isn't the one doing the driving. So they're all headed to Heavenly's house first to pick her up. She lives an hour outside of Atlanta. Wow. I mean, it's not the Housewives of Atlanta, so I'm guessing they can live in wherever Georgia they want. Damn, Dr. Heavenly got on the RV already. She got a stink face with Lisa. Like, geez, just give it a rest. Give that woman a rest. So they decide to play a game as they're driving, and I'm guessing the questions was like biggest fear, and then we get to Lisa and she says, well, her biggest fear is not trusting people. She thinks like she's a real trustworthy person. Simone from the side says something real shady. Well, you get what you put out. And she's like, well, I'm very trustworthy. And then Heavenly pipes up and says, well, Lisa, you know the way you do business. And Lisa's like, we're not talking about business right now. And Heavenly just tells Lisa that she is not transparent. So now they're arguing back and forth about her lab and how she didn't have the equipment. Either she did or she didn't. Heavenly's getting louder. Okay, now they cursing and now Lisa is standing up. I don't like where it's going. Wrong road. And now Heavenly getting up and she's bucking in Lisa's face now, and now they have to back these women away from each other. And that is when Lisa says, get this trifling ass bitch off my RV. Now Heavenly is like, yeah, drop me off. They are driving in the middle of nowhere at night. Now, I'm petty. I'd be like, drop the bitch off. Driver stopped the bus and let her ass off, and I would throw her bags off the bus. And we could leave. Bring me off, bitch, I got an Uber card. Contessa's like, we're in the middle of rural Georgia. You don't mean that. And that is where the episode ends. I mean, this was an okay episode. It felt really long for some reason. It was okay. We have 2 more episodes that they even let us know in the previews. I'm guessing they're just going to end with the trip. But yeah, it looks like this season's going to end just in time for Potomac to premiere on July 11th. So that's great. I have that to look forward to. And I think I'll actually enjoy reviewing Potomac. Anywho, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.